Hello, today is day 46, Discover Energy Work, special on Seeing Without Eyes. And what I want to tell you, um, interesting, interesting. I'm going to talk a lot about my session this morning, which started at 3:30. So I woke up like, sometimes you wake up like wide awake. I thought, well, I'll do my blindfold now. Again, I had that phenomena of the body being wide awake and, the body being fast asleep and my mind being wide awake. So I know I was awake the whole time. And I was sitting upright. So I find that if I lie down, then that's a good way of falling asleep. And I was contemplating the self. I was thinking, who is seeing the self? And of course, when you contemplate the self, I think this is probably one of the oldest, cognitive biases that we have. It's like we know who we are, but it's more like, various characteristics, but we can't actually find the self. So I was looking at something I already know I can't really find. But again, Mihaela recommends just observing how the mind's responding. I was noticing a certain amount of tension, but not being able to find anything. And again, I'm fascinated by feeling tension, feeling unstable, as essentially it's kind of a good thing because it's teaching us to be okay with instability. Because essentially, again, the cognitive bias is that everything is unstable and unpredictable, but we totally don't want it to be like that. So it's kind of like, get real, guys. Get real with myself. And I finished. Not really very much happened. Of course, I was relaxing. As you probably know, if you do something over a period of time, you recognize, oh, when I do that, I'm a little bit unstable, a little bit, how can I say, a little bit anxious, even a bit of angst. And then after a while, you just like, oh, okay, that's fine. Nothing's happened. Everything's okay. Yeah. And you kind of relax into it a little bit more. But I'd done my hour, so I thought, well, okay, I'll have a rest. And when I woke up, I don't know if I woke up or whether I was dreaming. I just had image after image after image. So I was visualizing, and I always feel that unless I'm doing my healing work, I don't really visualize that much. But I was visualizing it. I mean, like picture. I was very, very active. Oh, and what I wanted to mention, normally my seeing works really well in bright sunlight. Well, I was in this dark room and had my blindfold on. When I picked up my phone to check, what time it was, then just bringing the phone by the head, I was seeing the light of the phone, and I felt like I could see the light and dark of the phone, as it were. And that has been recently that a new window has opened up. So again, before, if I brought something under my chin, I saw like nothing. I could, if I was looking down, I could see like a light space, but there was nothing that I could recognize. No colors. Even if I brought a color in there would be no change in the light. And recently, that's been becoming much clearer. The same with a window at the front. It's a pinhole. It's not big. At the beginning, I just saw this pinhole that was like, there's a hole in the mask. And, you know, on the class, and people said, yeah, I picked up my mask and I'm looking for a hole in the mask because there must be a hole in the mask. And of course, there is no hole in the mask. And then, so I had the same thing. And then I passed the my colored card in front of it, and I see the faintest change of color. And I don't know what the color is until I bring it to my very clear window. And I'm like, yeah, that was the color I saw. That's cool. So, yeah, okay. So it's a bit of a more of viewing, like I'm looking, I'm taking this seeing challenge, this seeing development, looking at different things. So looking at myself. And I'm also noticing that sort of as a byproduct, my windows, my visual field is getting better. And finally, but not, you know, not last but not least, definitely not least. So I picked up my phone this morning, and normally I can't read the small writing on my phone. I saw it clear enough to be able to read the word. Now I definitely need glasses for that size of word at that distance. So for me, it was really, really, you know, quite an impressive thing that happened. Okay, well, that's kind of it for the day. I thought I'd get in there early. I've got to say, there's things that happen every day. Yeah, so, and I feel like there's also like insights into life, as I say. Did I have any life review last night? I think I did a bit. It's more of a general theme. So yeah, that's been a constant thing, and I'm really grateful for.